tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On play action, it's Murray. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Maybe a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. This is brought in at the 21. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Our game here in Detroit, the Thanksgiving tradition going back to 1944. And it is the first of 3 games today, per usual. We'll see the Giants and Cowboys from Dallas after us. And then later tonight, the nightcap, another game with NFC North intrigue. The Pats and Vikings from Minneapolis. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now Jones. This one swung out to Montgomery. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. We're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. how does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Murray now to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Throwing, Jones. Montgomery hauling in the slant pass. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
17 yards. First down, Bills.
We're scoreless after one. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. again, he'll drop to throw. And Lazard's got it again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on second and inches. Back to throw again. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Montgomery, another target and catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Montgomery will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Once more, Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuck behind the line. He'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 4th down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. That suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, and now it'll be 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Does it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Jones keeps it himself. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try to sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
The score, Bills 7, Lions 0. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Well, it certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for his first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Dancing to his left. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Gun now on 3rd down. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, Jones. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray caught by Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box, though.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Lions are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Murray. Rolling to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, and we're watching a drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is, because they've got to push it downfield.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Murray. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Jones. That's taken in by Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Jones. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. That's now a 2nd interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run left with Pollard. And he's got some space here. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for the Lions, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few days.